Hello and welcome to this video. It's going to be my unboxing and review. You're going to see the finished product as well of this Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine Stalker. Or Hunter tank. It's essentially an anti-aircraft tank. You can probably tell it's got those huge Icarus Stormcannon Array cannon things on the top of it. So, as always, I do apologise about the lighting. I tried to do it in a different place. I tried to do it on the floor, but it just wasn't working whatsoever. So, this is one of their new releases, one of their new Space Marine releases. I'll just show you the back, I suppose. So there's the Stalker, there's the Hunter. I read bits and pieces about the Hunter, and apparently it fires these little missiles, or a load of missiles, that are piloted by kind of living cogators or servitors or, you know, I don't know, something like that, and it just seemed a little bit gruesome, so I stopped reading. No, I'm only kidding. So what you get here is you get the normal vehicle sprue. So you got your normal things on there, the Storm Bolter, Hunter Killer Missile Launcher. You can have the Space Marine popping his head out of a perfectly good tank as normal, searchlight, smoke launchers, little radar, a couple of heads. One sprue. You get this sprue, which is just your normal Rhino sprue. You get another Rhino sprue. You've seen them before. It's just got the chassis, and it's got both side panels and the tracks, and a little bit of the interior and the roof. So that's you're used to them. That is basically a Rhino, those three sprues. This is the interesting one. This is the new sprue. So I'll do a few close-ups of this. So you've got this extra armour for the front. You've got this large radar dish thing for part of the new weapon. You've got this huge circular top hatch, top weapon turret piece. You've got this huge Hunter missile launcher thing. Again, an extra piece of side armour with these posts that are pre-moulded onto it. You've got more part of the turret, more part of the and you've got another side armour piece, some more shells and the muzzles and things like that, and then you've got this large area which I assume just slots onto where the normal top hatch for a Rhino would be. So that's the new sprue. Hope I didn't go through that too quick, but that's what you're here for, really. In part 2 you're going to obviously see it completed, and I've watched another video where you can literally just take the Hunter weapon off and put the Stalker on, so it is interchangeable. You can, or you should be able to have one weapon or the other weapon. I might buy 2 of these anyway, to be honest, just for the collection, just for my whole army. I don't really go up against a lot of flyers. My mates don't have many flyers, so I don't really, it's not a huge issue. But you get your normal vehicle transfers, and you get this nice instruction manual, step-by-step guide with 3D CAD diagrams. Excellent. So yeah, join me in the next part of this video, where you will see this complete. See you in a little bit. Hello and welcome to part 2 of this unboxing and review of the new Space Marine Stalker / Hunter. At the moment it's in the Stalker pattern. It's a decent model. It's I've loaded it out like this, and probably one of the main reasons you're watching this is to find out whether you can change it into a hunter class. You can. The jury's not out on that one. What you simply do is you just do not glue the Icarus Stormcannon configuration onto the vehicle. You leave that unglued. You pop the other weapon on, the Skyspear Missile Storm. I don't know. I've forgotten the missile name of it, but there we go. It's on there. Someone will put it in the comments, but I don't have the codex at hand in here. But you can have it like that. An important note to mention with this model is it only comes with. Now this is just a little niggle. But it only comes with one of those little antenna arrays on the back. You've got the option of gluing it there or gluing it here on the missile system. I chose to glue it on there, and that's mainly because the next one I'm going to buy will normally have this missile launcher on it. So I'm going to have one in this configuration and another in this configuration. I'm not going to glue them though. I'm going to keep them so that I could have two stalkers or two hunters. But I just thought that's a little note to mention, because you know, if you do want to have it so that you can change them about, I'll leave it up to you whether you think it's going to be a good choice to use that antenna on whichever weapon loadout you wish. But for me, I'm leaving it on this, but that's because in the future I should have two of these. Now that that's over with, as you can see, it's very easy to change that. I also didn't glue the turrets themselves as it suggests. They don't glue up and down as well. They move quite freely. It is it does have Skyfire, so I think it can shoot at ground targets, but I think it can only snap fire. Don't completely quote me on that. I'm a bit rusty on the rules because I've just got into it the past couple of months. It's a lot to take in, but it's a decent loadout, and it's going to be good against your flyers, against enemy flyers, as a lot of people do use flyers nowadays. But I like the model. I like these extra armour plates on the sides and the different front. I put the Aquila and the skull on there just because it was a large space and I didn't want to have to paint some kind of something on there. And again, I put this kind of scroll nameplate thing on the side. It's got steps on the side, so you don't really need to put anything there. The back door does open and close. It's not magnetised. I don't see the point much of that opening or closing anyway. I mean, it's not a transport, so. But anyway, that's just personal preference. I really like the model in either configuration. It just does look like it can just hold its ground with these pins into the ground and provide anti-air cover. It really does look like it would suit its role. I'm not going to do a size comparison because it is basically the same size as a Rhino. These plates are just a little bit thicker. I mean, I do have a Vanguard Veteran to show you the size of the tank next to a Vanguard Veteran, just handy. So that's the size of it next to a Vanguard Veteran. But there we go. The spare parts. This is another important feature because you can, if you really want, you can take that off and you can have it as a Rhino. I mean, I wouldn't really kick up a fuss. I mean, yeah, maybe in tournaments they probably would, but if you were playing against me, house rules, to me that's a Rhino. Okay, I'm not going to dispute that. Likewise, if you wanted it as a Razorback, go for it, knock yourself out, put your Razorback turret on there, done. So it does give you the option essentially of turning it into 4 tanks. Really? 4 tanks? Yeah. I think that's quite decent. As long as you don't glue the top on and you don't mind it wobbling about and all the rest of it, you can do that. So talking about spare parts, yeah, you get these two. You get the vehicle accessory sprue. I didn't use the missile launcher, I didn't use the storm bolter that I've got over here, I didn't use these side panels and the front of the tank. I didn't put this little missile into the missile launcher. I just didn't do that. You also get these little eagles. You get 2 of them, one of which I put there just because it was quite bare, because it didn't have the antenna, so that's why I did that. So yeah, you don't really get many spare parts, you just get a lot of these weapon accessory parts. Again, you've got arms and heads and things there. If you had a pair of legs, you could make another Space Marine out of that, but they don't sell them separately, so we'll leave that there regarding that. And there goes the missile launcher. So there we go. That's this model, the new Space Marine Stalker / Hunter, whichever you prefer to make it up as, or leave as, or glue as. It's, you know, completely up to you. One of these costs about, well, it is £40. I think that is quite expensive, but if you look at it, you do get a new front panel, new side panels, a lot of plastic for this weapon array, and you get a lot of plastic for this thing. So an extra, how much rhinos and razorbacks these days? £25, something like that. So for an extra £15, that's not that bad. But it is a very niche unit. If you play a lot of games, I buy models if I like the look of them, and I buy them for my collection first and foremost. I don't play a lot of games, so for me, whether it's good or not in a battle is irrelevant. I do like the metagame, but for me, I just like the look of it. So, and I wanted one or two for my collection. But for you, if you just want it to play tournaments and games, I would question its usefulness. It is very cheap. I think they're only about 70 or 75 points in the game, but they are mainly for anti-air, and there are a lot of flyers about in games these days. So it's, you know, your mileage may vary, so to speak, on this one. But there you go. There's my review and unboxing of this new Space Marine vehicle. I think it looks quite cool. But I'd like to hear what you guys think, and girls think, down below. So if you have liked this video and you do want to comment about how awesome or how pants this vehicle is, put it down below. I do thank you very much for watching today. The Emperor protects.